Top of the afternoon, everybody. On this Wednesday afternoon in Johannesburg, it's another icy day up here. Hey, sure, we seem to be getting quite a gnarly winter this year. This morning when we got to work, the mercury was sitting on a -3. So yeah, -3 is pretty cold for this town. Hey, with a bit of a wind chill factor as well. So yeah, definitely a proper winter. But everything this year is proper. Hey, no half measures for 2020. That's for sure. You know, it's one of those years, it's go big or go home. Hey, everything is coming at us. Yeah, guys, but I posted a post yesterday or the day before about how the pure of heart people always win in the end. And you know, it may not be apparent throughout life, but I think if you can, you know, just keep three things in mind. And a very wise person once gave me that advice. He told me to be real, he told me to be honest, and he told me to be authentic. And you know, after receiving that information and letting it sink in, if you could just get those three things right most of the time, you know, you will live a pretty good life and not have too many regrets, I don't think, or not have too much or too many, you know, guilt trips that you send yourself on, just by doing those three things. And yes, you know, like it happens in life, people will always take advantage of kind-hearted people. It's just the way that they are, and it doesn't even make them bad people. They just see a weakness in you, and you know, that weakness is kindness, and kindness is always exploited. It's one of those things where people often attach themselves to kind people because they want to exploit them, and they want to use them and get things out of them and drain them. Hey, I think kind people often you know, live with their heart on their sleeve and get burnt many times. But you know, I also believe that a kind heart can also become a wise heart, where you start to learn the traits of people that are out there to get you and to use you. And you know what, you got to be wise, and you got to look out for those things. Hey, you know, you've got to be perceptive, and yes, always keep a kind, open heart, but at the same time be aware that there are people out there and around that will exploit that and use you, and often to your own detriment. Hey, and once they've sucked the life out of you, or taken you for an economical ride, or taken your money, or taken your pride, or your heart, or whatever you want to call it, they leave. And yeah, it can leave you devastated, and it can leave you feeling lost. And you know what, you'll make that mistake again and again and again. And is it even a mistake? Because you're being true to yourself. You know, what better way can you be, or what better human can you be than true to yourself? And I think most of us aren't, and that's what causes us anxiety and stress and a lot of pain and you know, unnecessary suffering, is when you know, are not true to yourself. So yeah, guys, it's just one of those things in these times, especially during these COVID times, where you get a lot of time to introspect and to think about who you are and what you want out of life, and you know, and how difficult it is during these times for many reasons. You know, I saw that the economy at the moment, you know, the latest stats on a survey that was done on, if you look on News 24, you'll read up about it, that there's been about 3 million job losses in South Africa since the beginning of the pandemic. And you know, that's 3 million homes that are out of an income. And you know, what have you got left? Hey, at the end of the day, you got to try and still keep your family unit together and do what you need to do to survive. But always keep a kind heart. And yeah, again, those three things: real, honest, and authentic. Got to try and live by those, as hard as it is. And you know, I'm definitely trying harder than I ever have to be like that, because that will set you free. Anyway, guys, have an awesome afternoon. Peace and love.